Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's message is, what if the route is not what you expected? What if the route that God takes you on is not what you expected? Sometimes the route can be longer than you anticipated. You're wondering, am I going to the right place? Is this route and it's like the GPS, how the GPS routes you to an address, but it looks like you're going the wrong place. But God is saying, no, I'm routing you in the right place. I know where I'm taking you, but I'm going to have to take you around the long way so you'll be able to heal from all the things that you've been through in your past and also the things that you're going through now. Remember, the long way is the best way, because when you get the blessing and you get into the land that God is bringing you to, the promised land, you'll be more appreciative of it, and you'll be ready for what he has in store for you. So y'all ready? Let's get into the video. Here we go. When God routes you the long way, he's going to route you to places where you need to be healed in, places where you have thought you were healed, but you was not healed. Places where you been in bad relationships and you was pointing a finger at that person, but really and truly, not saying even, it's not to say that it was your fault, but you chose that person. Like I said in my very first video, in a place that you weren't healed in. God needs to take you back there to show you where you went wrong. Even though you learned a good lesson and you probably know not to choose that type of person again, and you also know where you went wrong as well, because you needed some self-healing, because maybe you were abused physically or violated as a child. Maybe you were neglected, so you're very clingy because you don't like people to leave you. God needs to take you that long route because you'll be able to face it. You'll be able to face that childhood trauma, that when you were violated as a child, and you thought that you were okay in that area because you never seen that person again, ever again, that violated you, probably repeatedly also. So you thought that you were healed because you never seen that person again. But let's say you were to encounter that person. How would you feel? Would you be okay? Would you even be able to say, I forgive you? Would you be able to be in a comfortable space with them? As for me, reason why I'm making this video, because it has a lot to do with me as well. And I hope whoever sees this video, maybe you'll get something out of it, maybe some healing, and be able to get through what you're going through. God has been showing me a lot in this season, especially in my season of singleness, about myself. He has been showing me, he has been taking me the long route. It's not that bad, but at first it was pretty bad because I'm like, Lord, I see you do stuff for people overnight, but really and truly, we think it be overnight, but it doesn't be overnight. Not God's blessing. The enemy will bless you in a snap of a finger, but you don't want that blessing because whatever he gives you can easily slip away. Whatever God has for you will last. And then you'll be so appreciative of it, you will know how to treat it. Whether he'll bless you with material things, whether he'll bless you in your purpose, or whether he'll bless you with that kingdom husband or that kingdom wife. See, God had to take me along this long route, and he's still taking me along this long route. I need to be able to face my demons. I need to be able to face in the area of where I've been neglected. And you've probably been in that area as well, where I felt neglected as a child. I need to face my demons where, and let me be perfectly honest with you, where Sometimes I can go out in this world and put on a face like I'm happy, I'm laughing, and I am, I like to be a happy person because I've been through a lot, I've been through depression as well. And if I put on a happy face and I'm a jokester too, I like to make people laugh. But see, when we get home, that's the real us. When you get home, are you that same person? And I'm talking about continuously, are you that same person? Or you get in a space where you can easily fall into depression, or you can fall into being like, let's say you have a bad day and you always feel like you're the victim. And really and truly, you're not. Sometimes bad days is just to prune you, to help you be better, to work on your character. So when we are taken around the long way, God is trying to help us face these things that we thought we were okay in. When you are violated, have you been able to choose the right people? Or did you allow God to choose them for you? Were you doing things that God didn't approve of because you were so confused when you was violated as a child? And now God is saying, I need you to follow me. Let me be your GPS. Let me route you. Let me take you on the right path, even though you may not like it, but it will be good for you. See, we go through a lot of things in life and we put on this face like we're okay, but our heart isn't okay. Our soul and our spirit isn't okay. And our mind is definitely not okay either. God knows it. We can put on all these faces for people, but God knows when God is taking you on the long route, just follow him. Keep talking to him. Don't stop talking. Keep talking to him. Allow him to lead you. Try and understand what's going on. There's different places that God is going to pass you by through your journey of healing in order for you to get to that promised land so you can get some of that good milk and honey. But you got to be willing to leave a lot of things behind. Stop holding on to hurt. Stop holding on to pain. Stop feeling like you're always the victim in every situation you go through. God does not want us to feel this way, because when we continue to sit in that, we're not going to be ready for what he has for us. We have to learn to trust him. God say, trust no man but him. See, we think our problem is we put trust in the people that we love so much. And then when they fail us, we start looking crazy and we feel like, our world has ended, or we literally want to, in our mind, we want to beat them up. But we can't, because that's not what God would want us to do. But God says, you have to trust me only. I know the plans I have for you, but you have to be willing to follow me. Stop following everything that's in this world that's telling you, oh, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Look past your hurt and pain. Suck it up. You don't have to be sad over it or cry over it. Just suck it up. Act like everything is okay. Don't talk about it to nobody. Let yourself go and surrender to God and allow him to take all of that away from you. People, especially in the world today, we call them today's people. They make it as to where it's okay to not talk about your pain and your past. They want you to tuck it up under a rug and maybe say bits and pieces, but really nothing too much. But if you don't voice it, you can't let it go. Let me tell you something. God is raising up some soldiers in this season. But are you willing to walk? Will you be ready? That's the question. If you're not willing to face your past, you're going to continue to waddle in your past. Trust what God is doing, and I promise you, you'll make it to your promised land. Well, that's going to end today's video. I hope and pray that this message touched your heart. I just want you to be able to be ready for what God has in store for you. So follow his GPS, because he'll guide you the right way. I love you with the love of God. Love yourself. And most of all, love the Lord above, because he loves you so much. Bye.